live stream video of mine. Now, before we all start here, let me remind you, no profanity of at all whatsoever of any type, shape, or form, and I would truly appreciate, thank you very much. Now, it says Omaha 316 because this is when I went to Omaha, Nebraska a while back, and it was many years ago. I think about 15 or 16 years ago, or somewhere around there. Anyway, it was, let's see, not 2010, 2015 or 16, if I remember right. It was when Jeff Hardy went up against The Miz for the, I believe it was for the Intercontinental or United States Championship. I can't remember. But it was so long ago, but this t-shirt survived all them years. And I had it for a very long time, so it's old. In fact, it's old and it's got little holes and everything, but, you know, it's still in good condition, so yay! And if you saw the post on the back, it's Stone Cold Steve Austin. So yeah, Austin 316. I've always liked Stone Cold Steve Austin as a kid. I've always also liked The Undertaker as a kid, so yeah, that. Anyways, with that out of the way, what we're going to be doing, WWE action figures. I know, I've been wanting to do this for a long while. Some people have been wondering, Matthew, when are you going to do a WWE video of your wrestling figures? Well, today's your lucky day. And if you don't see this live, then you can see it on my YouTube channel and during later time period whenever you can. Right now I don't have any viewers yet at the moment, but that's a-okay by me. I don't mind. That's fine. I guess a lot of people are doing whatever on Saturday afternoon. Well, let's get on with this. But before we do that, special shout out to a lot of different people out there. So yeah. Oh, I see I got one viewer. Hello. Any viewers at all whatsoever, leave a comment down below. Thank you very much. I want to say, so far, I got 170 subscribers so far. And that's pretty impressive, if you want my opinion. I think that is wonderful. Oh, I got 15! Hello! Greens, Mr. Oh, ah ha ha ha. Funny. Yeah. No, I'm not that. Thank you. Where from? I'm from Seneca, Missouri. Thank you very much. I want to have you. I'm not that. I am straight as a chip. I'm straight as you can get. Thank you. I am not the other way. Heck no. No. Staying off the grid. 3844. No, I'm not that. Thank you. When I say no profanity, that's what I mean. No profanity all whatsoever. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you. This is just how I am most of the time. Hey. Anyway. Yeah, I know. You're just being funny. I understand that. Stay off the grid. I understand. You're just being funny. Okay. Oh, I am not that way. No. I'm not even close. Thank you. Anyway. Let's do with my WWE action figure collection, ladies and gentlemen. I just sound like this because I'm so excited! Yay! It's Saturday! That's why. Excuse me for 1 minute. I need to get soda. I'll be right back, guys. One moment. Un momento, por favor. Oh, gosh. Ow. Excuse me. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. Now, in one of my earlier posts, you've probably seen how I have four different Disney four different Disney toys that I'm selling for a dime each. Equals 40 cents. So if you guys ever want any of them, you let me know. Email me. I will be, and you just tell me your address, but I will not tell your name or address or anybody or any information like that whatsoever. It has to be in the United States though, so thank you for that. I will truly appreciate it. Alright guys, let's get down to business, shall we? We shall. First, we have one of my personal favorite wrestlers. Unfortunately, he don't wrestle that much, not to my knowledge, but it's L.A. Knight. Yeah. I really like him because I remember when he was, oh shoot, what was his name before L.A. Knight? What was it? Eli Drake in TNA. I remember him in TNA originally. So yeah, that is one of my, this is from Mattel, of course, so it's not really that old. Next. You may know this one, guys. You may know this one. None other than the WWE Hall of Famer, late great, unfortunately. Unfortunately, he died on my birthday last year on July 24th, which sucks. But Hulk Hogan. I remember Hulk Hogan. I remember how he used to. Well, his sweatband fell off. Well, that's alright. Sometimes that happens. But, yep, this is the immortal Hulk Hogan from the era I remember him. In the late 80s, early 90s, as a kid. And on a shirt says, me, G.O. me. Now, there's a good reason. Maybe later in the video, you'll see why. Hang on, guys. Let me turn on the light. And God said, let there be light, and then there was light. So yeah, I see I got 2 viewers and 2 thumbs up. If you, I would like you guys to leave a comment down below. I would appreciate it. Thank you. And please, no more on those jokes of, yeah, no. I am not like that. I ain't like that. No. I ain't even close. Not even close. The Icon Stain. This is from AEW lineup. This was the final AEW wrestling. This is actually the very last figure of the Icon Stain before he retired. Oh my heavens! Excuse me. However, I grew up with the Icon Stain as a kid. I remember back in when it used to be WCW. Way back when I was a little kid. I was born in the 80s. I grew up in the 90s, so yeah. This is one of my favorite female ones. Now, I have a lot of female ones in this box, but this is my number one. And I always had a crush on her, so yeah, I still have a crush on her. Jeez. Alexa Bliss. Now, there's 2 different Alexa Blisses I have in my collection, but this is the, if I remember right, this is the version from, Firefly Funhouse version. That is my favorite version. This is when she's like, play or pain, play or pain. I just love that. It's so cute. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. And that's the elite one, so yeah. Here's one of my other favorite wrestlers. In fact, Him and I have a lot in common. That's right, CM Punk. I grew up with CM Punk. I remember him as a kid. Well, I mean, I remember when I was a teenager. So yeah. He's pretty cool. Hash relaxing videos. I have some. Okay, you have someone who? Who relaxing videos? Who you have? Okay, do you have CM Punk or do you have oh shoot, who was he up against at WrestleMania? Does anybody remember? Roman Reigns, thank you. Roman Reigns versus CM Punk. I got CM Punk on this one. I'm sorry, but I don't think Roman's gonna win. I got a funny feeling on CM Punk. Be honest myself with you. And Open Fitme for Brock Lesnar. Oh, that's a 50-50 shot. Yeah. Anyway, I'm going to go with another WWE Hall of Famer that you may or may not know. Mean Gene Okerlund. That's right, Mean Gene Okerlund. This came with the Hulk Hogan that you saw a few minutes ago. Oh, wait a minute, where's this microphone? It fall off of his hand. Well, if it did, I'll find it eventually. But, you know. Oh, I can use this one. There we go. That's Mean Gene Okerlund right there. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name's Mean Gene Okerlund, and I'm here ringside here at the World Wrestling Federation here watching this type of main event between Bret the Hammer Hart and the immortal Hulk Hogan. Thank you. I do different impersonations of different wrestlers. I have, yep. Yeah. Anyways, this is really old. This is from WCW, or is it WCW or AEW? What is it? No, not AEW. That's ridiculous. Is it AWA or NWA? 1984. 1985 AWA right there, ladies and gentlemen. That's the immortal. That's the Nature Boy Ric Flair from 1985. Woo! Reminds me of the original, if I remember right, they used to be the original Masters of the Universe, except for one difference. Instead of those stupid stringy, those stupid, bungee cord things, this don't have that, thank goodness. The legs here are the, you can pop off and pop back on. So yeah, it's a real old one, but they built them so well back then. I'm looking for the Hulk Hogan version of this one. I'm looking for the Hulk Hogan of this one. I'm also looking for the championship belt too from way back when. I'm hoping I can find it eventually. Unfortunately, I don't know who she was. But I knew one thing for sure. She was from AWA for sure. Not AEW. AEW. Excuse me. She's from AEW. I don't know her name. But I thought she was pretty awesome looking when I saw her. I was like, yeah. You know, and, you know, she's the only AEW female I have in my collection. So, I don't know who she is, but if you know who she is, could you leave a comment down below? Because I have no clue who she is. To be completely honest, I'm clueless. Anybody? She looks so familiar, though. She looks very familiar. Anyways, AEW, they've been doing pretty well on their figurines. I've been trying to find a Darby Allin action figure, but lately, no luck. Yeah. Yeah. I got a CM Punk one, but he's not in here. But I do have an idea where he could be, but not at the moment. So, anyways, this is also one. I don't have the championship belt with him, but I know what championship belt he had. He had the one called Big Green. Anyways, this is one of the Rumbling Buddies from 1984. Yeah, 1984. I was correct on the year on this one. This is my very first Hulk Hogan I ever had as a kid. I believe my mom or dad bought him for me for like, I believe 25 cents or something like that at a flea market somewhere. So yeah, and I think it was a church. I believe it was a church sale. I don't remember, but anyways, I do remember I had him for so long. I had to redo his headband here. Originally it was white, and I did with a black marker. I kind of regret that, but still, I mean, it's still in good condition. Okay, I know the paint is a little off, but they've been redoing these for newer generations, like of John Cena, and I hate to say it about Logan Paul, but yeah. This is one I like. This is one I grew up with as a kid. I had this thing forever. This thing is tough still. The legs is a little on the a little bit on the broken side, but not too bad. He's still Hulk Hogan. I love him. I remember sleeping with him as a kid. To protect me. He was like a big brother. Well, let me tell you something, brother. I just gotta do that. I just had to do that. Dang. What do you want from me? Yes. I also have one of another wrestler. And I found this one, and he's from WCW. And, wait a minute. Yeah. Yep, WCW 1994. Now, this one's not as old as him, but this is the icon Sting. This is when Sting had the beach blonde hair. And to me, is it just me, or does he look like Cody Rhodes, but with face paint? Cody Rhodes, how he has the beach blonde hair, kind of like this hairstyle. Well, this is where Cody Rhodes got the idea of it. Basically, that and his late father, the late great Dusty Rhodes. But this is where Cody Rhodes got in the beach blonde hair idea. Was Sting. I know it's a little scratched up, but this is how I knew who he was right here, because of the scorpion right there on the, yeah. I love that. Anyways, this was given to me by a very special friend of mine. Seth, if you're watching this, I still have some of these wrestling figures that you gave me years ago. And I take very good care of them still to this very day. Thank you. Dwayne Douglas The Rock Johnson as Rocky Maivia. Yes, this came in a box. This was actually a birthday present for me a long time ago. And I still keep them in good condition. So, yeah. Okay, so you got 0 viewers, but I got 3 likes so far. That's good news. I don't mind. If I don't have any viewers now, I may later. Who's to know? Anyway. Back to where were we? Oh, yes. Is Pointel's missing? Anyway. Yeah, it's Bray Wyatt. I know his Pointel's missing, but hey, sometimes that happens, but what can you do? This is the late great Bray Wyatt. I do have him still. I'm happy about that. This is when before he unfortunately had to before he unfortunately died of COVID, I do believe. Does anybody know how he died? Does anybody know how he died? Leave a comment down below if you guys know how Bray Wyatt died. I think it was COVID, right? I believe it was COVID-19. I hate to say this. Let's see. Hurt, heal. Yeah, that's what his gloves say. I like the heal. I hate the hurt. Hurt bad. Heal good. Yeah. Yowie wowie! Oh no! Whew. I got me coughing. Of course, I got John Cena. John Cena's more than one, but this is my personal favorite John Cena right here, guys. This is my John Cena. This was my first ever John Cena right here. This is my first ever John Cena. Now this John Cena, I have forever. This was the very first one, the Mattel line, if I remember right. This one, this is the John Cena I like. The one that had like the no nonsense, go in the ring, do your stuff, get out. This is the John Cena I like right here. Now this is the face John Cena. This is not the heel. I did not like it when John Cena turned heel, but when he turned face, yeah, and that was pretty good. You know, back when he turned back from heel back to face, that's when I started like John Cena again, and that's when I bought the red John Cena. Last time it's now farewell tour t-shirt. I might do a little small thing of them. Yeah. Anyway, back to the yeah. This is Big John Studd. I can't remember what year he was though, but I do have a piece of paper in here that will tell me inside of him. See, Big John Studd, 1985. So this is from 1985, guys. See, this is one of the old-fashioned wrestling buddies that were like way back little. Yeah, this was Big John Studd. Unfortunately, Big John Studd's been dead for years, but still. Pretty cool. I like it. I actually found out, believe it or not, an abandoned church. So, yeah. Hello, is anybody there? If you're there, leave a comment. Thank you very much. I would appreciate it. Thank you. But, you know, whatever. Okay. Now, Randy Orton versus Cody Rhodes? I'm going with Cody Rhodes on this one. Because Pat McAfee, I'm sorry, but what happened to him? He used to be so cool. Now he's a total new, and now he's a total butthead. Oh gosh. Anyway. This is my latest wrestler that I bought. This is the latest Randy Orton one. This is actually the last one I bought a while back. So yeah. I mean, I do love Randy Orton. Because A, he's from St. Louis, and B, I know who his father and grandfather was. So yeah. Yes, I'm old. I knew as far back as his father was legendary cowboy Bob Orton. I did not know Bob Orton Sr., his grandfather, but I did know his dad. Yeah. Now, I do have a lot of The Undertaker. Uh, so far, I haven't shown you guys any of The Undertaker ones yet, but I do have a lot. This one is from the Jack Pacific line from 2002. Yeah, Jack Pacific did very well on their WWE figures. They did justice on this guy. Look at this. It just looks like... It doesn't just look like... Yeah. They did so much better. I'm sorry. Okay, Mattel, yes. They... At first, they didn't do well, but then later on, they did okay. So, yeah, but still. Still. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. You may or may not remember this one, but I bet you do. The Hot Rod. Roy Piper. My mom made the kilt for me. Bless her heart. The kilt itself did not come with the figure. That was an extra. However, if I unsnap it, you get to see his wrestling trunks. And look at the boots. RP, sorry. Roddy Piper. Roddy Piper, the Hot Rod. I remember him as a kid. He had a mouth. Now I see where CM Punk gets it from. He learned it from the best. That one makes sense. He learned it from the Hot Rod. My personal favorite line. When they think they got the answers, I change the questions. I just love it when he says that. That was one of his famous catchphrases. That am from the movie They Live. Which, by the way, I do have that action figure as well in my collection. So, yeah. Oh, man. I have so much wrestling history in my brain, it's not even funny. Oh, man, I just almost drowned myself in pop. That would have been terrible. Real sticky situation. This Undertaker was actually supposed to be from the very first 1990 Undertaker when he first arrived in back then the WWF Survivor Series. It was Thanksgiving. I remember Survivor Series 1990 Thanksgiving night. This is the Undertaker back then. This is my personal favorite one. Because, not only because the legs can go in the triple bend, but so can the arms, I think. Let me see. Let me see if I'm right here. No, they only go in the double bend, but that's alright. It's still Undertaker. The gloves, yes, they're black. These are the black gloves. These were before the gray ones came along, about maybe a year later. Excuse me. The gray gloves came around maybe at least 6 months to a year. The black gloves, though, those were the beginning. And then came along the purple gloves, which I do have a pair of those, but the leather on them is kind of falling off. So, yeah, because I wore them so much. I did a lot of cosplay as The Undertaker. I still do. But not with those gloves. I use fingerless, yes. And they're blue. I'll show them to you guys here after I'm done with the collection here. Now, this Michelle McCool, she is made out of different parts, different female wrestlers. But as you can see, she looks pretty good. Yes, I know this hand's not hers, and I know this arm isn't, or the hand, but it's still her nevertheless. So, yeah. It's still Michelle McCool to me, no matter what. I do have one wrestler that did lose his arm, and unfortunately I can't find it, but his other arm, his right arm, it's still on him. His left arm's gone for now, but that's okay. It's still Umaga. That's right, yeah, that's right. The Samoan bulldozer. I know his hair was chopped up, but that wasn't me. That was somebody else who did that. So yeah, but still Umaga nevertheless. And Umaga was one of my favorite pro wrestlers who was Samoan, and this is from the Jack Pacific line. So yeah. However, Umaga's been dead for a long while. However, unfortunately, the WWE did not, I repeat, did not, I don't know why the WWE, did not acknowledge that. I'm sorry, but you think they should have acknowledged him? Yes. Because Umaga was the one who invented the Samoan spike until, well, now, unfortunately, I hate to say this, but the one who's doing it now, Solo Sikoa. Solo Sikoa? No. So, if you're watching this, Umaga's the one who invented that. Not you. He did. Try to remember that. And when you do it, try to remember the way Umaga for me, okay? Because when you do it, you don't do it with respect much. I'm just saying. Unfortunately, I do have two of this guy. They are different versions of everything in between. However, he was a great WWE Hall of Famer. Unfortunately, after the Monday Night Raw that he was on, he died in the parking lot from a heart attack. I'll be right back. I'm going to show you guys what I mean here in a sec. Excuse me. One sec. Let's see. Where is it? Ah, here it is. Take my glasses off. Okay. You ready? Can you guess? Anyone? Hello? Well, this is sad. Warriors! The Ultimate Warrior. I remember the Ultimate Warrior versus Hulk Hogan at WrestleMania 7. It was for the WWF and for the World Belt and for the Intercontinental Championship. I think I'll wear this mask for the rest of the video. To be honest with you, I like it. It's actually quite comfortable, shockingly. Wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. There we go. Now that's better. Okay. I have another Undertaker. Now this one, his head did come off, but it's still, but I was able to find it, so yeah. This is the 1994 through 1997 Undertaker. This was before he went to the I really hate to say this, but the Ministry of Darkness Undertaker. I remember that version of the Undertaker, though. That's the Undertaker, that was like the darkest. Now this one, his leg is missing, but it's still the world's strongest man, Mark Henry. Now this is from the line from Mattel. This is when they first attempted to do Mark Henry, so yeah. This is like one of the first ones made. So yeah. Now I have two different versions of Brock Lesnar. Yes, Brock Lesnar. I have when he first started WWE. And the one where he break the streak of The Undertaker. Oops. I know his foot is missing, but hey, whatever. Still Brock Lesnar. This is when Brock Lesnar broke the Undertaker streak. I remember that. WrestleMania 30. Man. Do you think he could break Opa Femi's record? It's a slim chance. This is a very tiny John Bradshaw Layfield JBL. It is so small. Oh no, did I get shrunk? Oh, dude. To me, that looks like a kind of face. That's a very punchable face. Like, psst. Get out of here. Let's see. 1 viewer, 3 likes so far. Okay. 3 minutes, 48 seconds. Okay, keep going good. I'm gonna keep going, guys. I'm gonna keep going for a long time today. In fact, because I got nothing to do today. So yeah, yay. Daniel Bryan when he first started in the WWE. Yes, that's Daniel Bryan. I was surprised who that was. I was like, wait a minute. That's Daniel Bryan? What? To me, that looks different. It's like, what? Okay, actually, I'm going to take this off. Oh, much better. So my face can breathe. Oh. Where were we? Oh, yes. Another Undertaker. This one has the gray gloves. Remember me telling you I have one in black and one in gray gloves? This is the gray gloves Undertaker. This is the one I remember more. The black one I do remember, but the gray one I remember more for some reason. I can't. I have Mr. Zilo Fia in my AEW collection. He had a lot of different stuff with him, including the AEW championship with him. But I decided to have him like this. So yeah, but he could bend like every way, which way you want to. He came with different hands, different accessories, different ringing clothes, all that. So yeah. But that was before he came to WWE. Which I'm happy he did, actually. Here's another one that came from from NXT to the WWE main ranks. And she's actually one of my favorite Japanese wrestlers. The Genius of the Sky, Io Shirai, aka Io Sky. But this is when she was in the NXT. So, yeah, this is when, where she first started. She has the women's tag belt of NXT with her. It's just that I can't find it at the moment, but they did so well on the paint job on the face. That is so pretty. That is so beautiful. Isn't that beautiful? That's beautiful. To me, it is. Yes. Yes. Okay, now this is Riho. Yeah, Riho, Rhino, whatever. But she's also from AEW. This is my other AEW. Now I got her because of the women's championship belt. But I had no idea who she was until later. I was like, wow, really? There's just something about Asian girls who I just like. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah. I have another wrestler who went from WWE to WC to AEW. Excuse me. And she is called the CEO of AEW, Sasha Banks. I still call her that. Yeah. This is when she was the legit boss. She used to have like the sunglasses and stuff like that. And yeah, but yeah, this is a elite collector one. I got two different versions of her, the pink and the purple, blue hair colors. I have a wrestler that a lot of people may not remember. Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. This is a real WWE Hall of Famer right here, guys. He's still alive, shockingly. This is one iron. I do have the Chris Jericho, but did have the Chris Jericho, but not anymore. That was in the 2-pack with him, but I was able to keep him. The Chris Jericho, however, what happened to him, he, so many different, his arm, his leg, and stuff like that. I'm like, whatever. He even lost his head once. Okay, I had two different kinds of McFoley here. They're both Mankind as McFoley. However, one is the 1996 version. Yeah, this is a version that was weird and eerie. And the version I like more, the 1998 one. This was when he went up against Undertaker in the Hell in a Cell match in 1998. I remember that match very well. Even though he's missing a shoe, he's still Mick Foley. This is also the Mick Foley that won the WWF Championship, and he's like, "Yo, Adrian, I did it!" I remember that. I remember that pay-per-view. I have Brock Lesnar's wife, Sable. Now, B? No. Yeah. I'm not going to show it. This one, I don't think I should. No. No. I'm not going to show that one. No. Anyways, I got two different versions of Bret the Hitman Hart. That's right, I said Bret Hart. We'll find the other one in a bit. There's the other social things I was talking about. This one's a basic one. I think I may sell her, to be honest with you, and keep the other one for myself. Now, if you like if any of you want any of the WWE wrestlers that I'm showing, I may sell them. I may sell them, to be honest with you guys. The ones I'm going to sell, I think one of them will be this, to be honest with you. I'll just set it right there. And if I see any others that I may want to sell, I'll just set them up here and let you guys see which ones, and we'll do a little auction thing, okay? Okay. Now, where's that other Bret Hart? I know he's in here somewhere. I saw him. Oh, there he is. There he is. They're both same type of wrestler, except for one difference. The wrestling boots and tights are different. However, they're still Bret Hart, nevertheless. And I know the faces are different as well. However, they will be sold as is. So, yeah. I think I'll sell this one, to be honest with you. This one I'm keeping because he has the jacket and everything. So, yeah. Yes. I also have two versions of WWE Hall of Famer Jake the Snake Roberts. And yes, they did come with the snake. And yes, they will be with their respective snake. On which one I'm going to sell. They're both elites. This one comes with a glove, and this is when I remember this version. This is the Jake the Snake that crashed the lane of Miss Elizabeth and Macho Man Randy Savage. This one I remember because see, look, hang on, yeah, Ravishing Rick Rude and Jake the Snake Roberts. Now, I like the design on this one better. The other one I do like, but this one I like better because because it's a pretty strong rivalry between the two men. However, I like this one because it has the three-way Ben. So with it being a super elite. However, I like this one because of the design on the trunks. Now, I don't know if I'm selling these guys yet. Well, no, I'm gonna keep these two. I'm sorry. Those are not for sale. I do have one Jeff Hardy. This is from the Jack Specific line, and this one's pretty basic. Excuse me. So yeah. Where's that CM Punk I had? Oops, sorry, Stan. There he is. I may also sell this one too, to be honest with you guys. Since I got the AEW version, which is way 10 times better. So yeah. I got the All-American Jack Swagger. This is when he was with We the People. I know his arm's missing, but I don't care. Still gonna keep him, nevertheless. Oh, this is the Zombie Undertaker. I don't think I'll be selling this one. Yeah, no. Yeah, no. I'm keeping that one. I have Renee Young. Yes, her hand is missing, but other than that, you know, it's Renee Young nevertheless. Cute. I do have AJ Lee, but I'm not selling her. No. I like AJ Lee. She's one of my faves. I used to have the Bella Twins, but I sold them. Silly me. I do have John Cena again, but this is from the 1000th episode of Raw. I know. This is actually Mickey James. This is from the Jazz Pacific line. Hardcore Country. Okay, guys, we're getting close to the bottom here. Thank goodness. I'm starting to get a little tired myself. This is the Purple Gloves Undertaker I was talking about. I'm keeping this one. That one's not for sale. The ones that are for sale, I'll let you guys see in the end of this video. This is my very first Alexa Bliss, so there's no way I'm selling this one. No way. No. Not a billion years. I ain't selling that one. Not a billion years. Now, this Undertaker, no, because this is the one that, unfortunately, he lost at WrestleMania 30 against Brock Lesnar. However, a friend of mine gave it to me, so I'm saying no on that. I like that one. Okay, guys, I have one that I have no idea who he is. I don't know his background. I don't know nothing about this guy. I am willing to sell him though, to be honest with you, because I have no idea who he is. He's not that important, so yeah, I'm gonna sell it. Whatever. I got Rowdy Ronda Rousey, but I ain't selling her either. To be honest with you guys. She comes with the kilt, she comes with the jacket, she comes with everything. I do have one current ankle, but his arm is missing, but this is from the Jack Pacific line. Um, the reason why he lost his arm is because he was in a wrestling match. So, yeah. Now, this is not exactly Stone Cold Steve Austin nor Stunning Steve Austin. This was in the middle. This was the... Oh, shoot, monkeys. Oh, poop. Let's see. He was in the WWF, but with the $1 Million Championship held, who was made by $1 Million Man Ted DiBiase. But yeah, I'm sorry, but I think I'll sell this one. To be honest with you, I really think I'll sell this one. The remaster. That's who this is. Hi, Chase. I think I'll sell this one, the remaster version of Stone Cold Steve Austin before he became Stone Cold Steve Austin. Oh my gosh. Alright. Well, I have a few more here to go, guys. Well, alright, get back to business. This is the Undertaker that went up against AJ Styles in his last final match. So I'm going to keep this one. I like this Undertaker because this one reminds me. So yeah, this one was probably the best Undertaker in my collection and one of them. I got Stephanie McMahon Helmsley. I think I used to have two. I don't know. But this is Stephanie McMahon Helmsley. This is a WWE Elite. The arms and legs both bent 3 ways, so that's good. This Undertaker also bends his arms and legs 3 ways, I think. No, his arms only bend 2 ways, but his legs bend 3 ways. That's good. No. I'm keeping that one. Stay. I got Hillbilly Jim. This thing's heavy. I'm keeping this boy. A country boy, a country boy. I like him. Now, this Undertaker I may or may not sell. I doubt highly, but... Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead. This is the basic economics John Cena when he was the leader of the John Cena chain gang. This is one of my other favorite John Cenas right here. This is from the Jack Pacific line. 2004 or 2005, I believe. So yeah, could be a little older. I don't know, but that John Cena is staying. Okay, guys, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 left here. This guy, before he was Ron Simmons, this is, it was a member of the, he was the leader of the Nation of Domination. Red Monkeys. I can't really remember saying who he was in that, but this is him. It said just come off, but I'm gonna keep him because he was in We Are the Nation of Domination. He was my favorite member, besides Mark Henry and The Rock. This is Natalia, or Natty now, she's called. Sorry. I know she's missing a hand, but that's alright. I can always give her a new one, eventually. This is David Hart Smith. And this is the son of the British Bulldog, the late great Davey Boy Smith. May he rest in peace. I don't have Tyson Kidd anymore. I got rid of him, thank goodness, because it was so annoying anymore. And if he don't wrestle, then yeah, this is Tyson Kidd. Or David Hart Smith, excuse me. Now, yes, I know, the knee pads are different, but still. I'm going to have to give him a new hand there, but that's alright. I still like him. I don't like Tyson Kidd. I'm sorry, but Tyson Kidd... Ugh. Now, his father, the late great Dynamite Kid, now he was awesome. I liked him. I remember him and the British Bulldog, Davey Boy Smith, as the British Bulldogs. And they had a little dog, yeah, little bulldog as their mascot. Oh my gosh, that was so cool. Way back when. I do have The Rock. But there's one little bad thing about this. His foot's missing, but he's still Dwayne The Rock Johnson, guys. He's still The Rock. I'm gonna keep him because, you know, I like The Rock. The Rock's one of my favorites wrestlers. The only one I don't have from that era is Stone Cold Steve Austin. I'm trying to find him, though. Maybe within time I will. Anyways, remember me telling you I have Ray Piper from the movie They Live? Case in point. And the t-shirt does come, and the flannel shirt does come off, but I want to keep it on him. Someone will lose it. His sunglasses are missing, but I have a funny idea where they're at. However, you can always use a pair of Bret Hart sunshades on too. And last but certainly not least, guys, I know. Okay, yes, his hand's missing, but the reason why is because I gave it to one of my Undertakers, Rob Van Dam RVD. And when I say damn, I meant D-A-M, not the actual word. This is RVD, original ECW original. This is from WWE's Mattel line. However, I do have a ECW I do have a real old ECW RVD. I just can't seem to find him at the moment, but eventually I will. So, all the wrestlers that we have to sale, we have 1, 2, 3, Criminy. 4, 5, 6. And you'll get all 6 at once. I would start the bidding at, let's see here. Let me think of a fair price here, guys. Just give me a minute here. Let's see here. Uh, Bret Hart, $2. Undertaker, $1. She's $1. $3. And these guys, I would put 4 on him and 2 on him. So yeah, let's see here. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, $13. $13 for all of them. I'll put 13 on all of them, plus the 4 Disney ones for 10 cents each. So let's round all that up to $14.50. Sounds pretty good. $14.50 with the tax, yeah. Now, yeah, I mean, yes, $14.50. I mean, would you guys agree with that? If so, I'll be very happy. Well, anyways, guys, thanks for watching my video. And I hope and pray that you guys have a wonderful weekend. Monday, I will be waking up super early because at 7 a.m. my mother has a dentist appointment at 7:30 in the morning in Grove, Oklahoma. So I will not be doing live streams or anything like that for a long while, but I might be taking pictures and seeing them here on my YouTube channel. Alright, well guys, I hope I can find some stuff at the different thrift stores, flea markets, and stuff like that too. So yeah, and if I do, I'll let you guys see them. Okay, well, peace out guys. Love y'all. And see y'all in the next one. And this is Matthew Ford. Sign off.